Hello, Hilton Baptist. It's Thursday afternoon, the 17th of September, and I just want to give you a short devotion and preview on what we're going to be looking at this Sunday morning in our church service. We are in week 3 of our series on the returning back from the exile, coming out of lockdown. What lessons can we learn from the people of Israel when they returned from exile in Babylon? We spent our first week looking at what the exile was all about. We spent last week looking at God's amazing provision of King Cyrus as the miracle which enabled the people of Israel to return. And on Sunday, we're going to look at the book of Ezra, where we learn some lessons as what happened when the people of Israel returned. And one of the things we're going to discover is that it wasn't easy. And there were 3 particular problems that they came across. The first was that there was opposition, and in fact they were shut down by the local government forces who were very nervous of Jerusalem becoming re-inhabited and re-established. Secondly, when the temple was eventually rebuilt, those who had seen the old temple were disappointed. The new temple wasn't as good as the old temple. And thirdly, there was some sin that crept in, and particularly the people of Israel started intermarrying with the people around them, and that caused a lot of problems. We'll look at all of those things in detail on Sunday, but just to focus on the second one for a moment as we think about coming out of lockdown, I think it's very possible, if we're not careful and don't prepare ourselves, that we too could end up being disappointed at what happens when we come out. I think we'll discover that it's more difficult than we thought. I think we'll discover that there are things that are never going to be the same as they were in the past. And it's going to be a real struggle for us to come back to normal, or the new normal that God has for us. And we're going to have to fight through that, and we're going to have to overcome. And I want to challenge you to really think about making the best of what's been a really difficult situation and asking the Lord to help you to come back to a new normal where God is on the throne of your life, where he deserves to be, and he is being glorified and honored. And Hilton Baptist is able to recover its ministry and even become something that it wasn't beforehand, something even maybe better in the future. So these are things that we'll be thinking about on Sunday. We'll look at them in more detail. Come and join us. I think it's going to be great.